Alright, let's give Sunday's Daily Puzzle on chess.com a shot. This one's called I've Got You Smothered, Bro. It's white to move. Give the video pause and try it yourself if you feel like it. Alright, I mean, this check, the pawn can't take. The king has to move here. My queen is hanging. I'm on this diagonal. Oh, wait. No. Shouldn't I just sack? This seems too easy. Okay. I mean, there are a lot of pieces kind of defending this. So, if I sacrifice... My knight has this square, the king's going to have to take, and then I can go here. Okay. The bishop has this. Alright, so I guess I can't really access the A file. This is covered by two different pieces. Yeah, definitely a lot of things happening here. So, if I take this, king takes, maybe I can do this, and then the bishop has to move, and then maybe the bishop moving does something for me. So sack here, sack. I also have this, I'm noticing. Huh. Interesting. There's a lot going on here. A lot of different lines to think about. Alright. Takes. Here, I'm thinking for some reason, and then bishop is forced to take that. I mean, one of these two pieces could block, but I could sacrifice and then bring my queen in, and that would be mate. So I think all that works. I do like the sacrifice here. Sacrifice here. And I don't know if this is necessary. I definitely have this check while the king is here. And then if the king... It does kind of feel like this is probably necessary. I'm not positive what it does, though. Sack here. Sack here. I'm not even sure what the point is. Why was I thinking I wanted this out of here? I don't even think that does anything. I don't think I can do anything on this file. Huh. Okay. Sacrifice. King here. Check. If the king goes backwards... Then I can do this, and then if the bishop takes, then I can sacrifice the queen, because the king's going to be back here. If the rook takes, then I have a smothered mate, which is crazy. The king comes forward, so sack forward, check, king forward again. I must just have a bunch of checks, right? Knight here, check, is mate. That's crazy. So it's mate either way. That's nuts. I'm guessing I'm going to do the smothered mate. So I'm thinking what's going to happen is check here, bishop check, king goes back, rook sacrifice, bishop takes, queen sacrifice, rook takes, smothered mate. I don't know. Let me run through. I'm pretty sure this works. Sack, check, king moves back, rook here, sacrifice, bishop has to take, queen sacrifice, rook has to take, smothered mate. Wow, dude. That's a beauty. I'm psyched I found that. There was a lot going on there. Alright, let's run that back. Okay, so wild puzzle on a Sunday, as always. There's kind of a lot happening here. My queen's under attack. The knights can kind of jump in. You can sacrifice a rook, open up the A file. This definitely looked the most interesting to me, just opening up the A file, but there's a ton of pieces covering important squares. Like my queen can't get over here, my rook can't get over here because of the bishop, but after I sacrifice, the king has to come forward. And then I have this check with my bishop, and the king's got two options. If it comes forward, then I just bring my knight here, and that's immediately checkmate. So it can't come forward, and after it moves backward, there's a wild sequence of moves here. First, I'm going to bring my rook over, and the bishop has to take. And since the bishop has to take, that moves it out of the way of my queen, which I can then sacrifice, and the rook has to take that. And then it's a smothered mate with my bishop taking away this, and my knight hopping in here. And that's a checkmate, dude, on a Sunday. There it is. Thanks for watching. Catch you later.